Module 1, the new era of digital transformation. Hey there! Welcome to the first module of our journey through the incredible world of digital transformation. This isn't your usual dry textbook stuff. Think of it as a backstage pass to the greatest show on earth where technology's the star and everything's going high definition. So let's kick things off by diving into what's been dubbed the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Now don't let the term revolution scare you. We're not talking barricades and muskets here. It's about a seismic shift in how we live and work, thanks to the magic of digital technology. This fourth industrial revolution is an absolute smorgasbord of advancements. We're talking about artificial intelligence, AI, robotics, the Internet of Things, IoT, and so much more. It's a bit like each of these technologies is a piece of a puzzle. On their own, they're pretty nifty, but put them together and you've got a picture that's changing every aspect of society. And it's not just about the gadgets and gizmos. It's the way these technologies are merging. Like when your smartphone acts as a key to start your car, or when your fridge orders milk online because it knows you're out. This convergence is like a techie peanut butter and jelly sandwich, different elements coming together to make something awesome. This brings us to a crucial point, preparing for disruptive innovation. Disruptive might sound a bit alarming, like someone blasting an air horn during your nap. But in tech terms, it's a good thing. It means shaking up the status quo, bringing in fresh ideas that change how we think about and do everything. Companies like Uber and Airbnb are classic examples. They took traditional industries, taxis and hotels, and flipped them on their heads. But here's the kicker. Everyone can see the giants changing the game. The real trick is spotting the potential of new tech before it hits the big time. Now, this isn't about being psychic. It's about staying curious, keeping your eyes peeled for what's next, and not being afraid to take a leap. Because, let's face it, nobody wants to be the blockbuster video rental of their industry. All this disruption has a huge impact on today's business ecosystem. It's not enough to slap a website up and call it a digital strategy. Businesses need to be like tech-savvy surfers, riding the wave of change, not getting wiped out by it. But it's not just about survival of the fittest. Technology is a game changer for customer experience, too. Imagine getting a tailored shopping list as soon as you walk into the store, or a virtual reality tour of a hotel room before you book. Businesses are getting creative, using tech to make our lives easier and a tad more futuristic. So as we wrap up this opening module, the main takeaways are pretty exciting. The fourth industrial revolution isn't coming, it's here, and it's changing everything. It's about the convergence of emerging technologies that are more interconnected than ever before. It's about preparing for and embracing disruptive innovation. And it's about understanding how all this techie goodness is reshaping the business world. We're not just spectators in this revolution, we're all participants, whether we're leading the charge with innovation or just enjoying the cool new experiences it brings. It's an amazing time to be alive, folks. And the possibilities? Well, they're as limitless as your imagination. Stay tuned for more modules where we'll dive deeper into each of these topics. We'll decode the jargon, unpack the trends, and maybe even have a few laughs along the way. This is one revolution you don't want to miss. Module 2, Artificial Intelligence in the Business World. Hey there! Welcome to our module on how artificial intelligence, or AI, is making waves in the business world. It's not just a buzzword. It's like a turbocharged engine in a world that's always racing for efficiency, customization, and smart solutions. Let's dive in and see how AI is not just a sidekick, but a major player in the business league. An overview of AI for business. First off, let's clear the air about what AI for business really means. AI in business isn't about robots taking over the world. It's about smart algorithms helping companies make better decisions, understand their customers more deeply, and even predict the future to some extent. From Siri helping you schedule your meetings to algorithms that predict what customers are likely to buy, AI is the secret sauce making businesses smarter. At its core, AI in business is about leveraging machine learning, natural language processing, robotics, and other cool tech to do things that humans do, but faster and often better. It's about analyzing massive chunks of data and spotting patterns no human could ever see on their own. It's about learning from experiences without getting tired. Imagine having a super smart buddy who doesn't need sleep, coffee, or even a lunch break. That's AI for you. Integrating AI into business strategy. Now, you can't just slap AI onto a business and call it a day. It's like adding a new member to your team. You've got to integrate AI into your business strategy for it to make sense. This means looking at your goals, your challenges, and then figuring out how AI can help you get there. Let's say you run an online store. Integrating AI might mean using chatbots to handle customer service inquiries. It could also mean using machine learning to personalize recommendations for your customers based on their browsing habits. The trick is to use AI to fill gaps in your business, enhance your strengths, and give you an edge over the competition. It's all about being smart with AI, not just using it because everyone else is, but because it helps you move towards your business objectives. This might mean starting small with just one aspect of your business and then expanding as you see results. It's a journey, not a sprint. AI-driven decision-making. This is where it gets really exciting. AI can help make decisions in business, and not just any decisions, but informed, data-driven ones. It's like having a crystal ball, but instead of vague predictions, you get insights backed by data. For example, AI can crunch sales data, market trends, social media sentiment, and more to help businesses decide what products to launch next. Or it can analyze customer feedback to improve products or services. And it's not just about the big strategic decisions. AI can help with the day-to-day ones, too. It can manage inventory, schedule staff, and even control energy use in buildings to save costs. This doesn't mean AI is replacing humans, it's augmenting them. It's taking care of the heavy data lifting so that humans can focus on the creative and empathetic side of things, areas where AI can't compete yet. The future workforce, AI, and automation. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Automation and jobs. Think of it as a shift. AI takes on repetitive, predictable tasks, while humans move to roles that require creativity, emotional intelligence, and problem-solving. Things that AI isn't good at. Plus, AI creates new types of jobs, too. Someone's got to design, build, manage, and maintain all those smart systems, right? What's clear is that the workforce of the future will need to be flexible and ready to adapt. Continuous learning will be the name of the game as we all learn to work alongside AI, using it as a tool rather than viewing it as competition. Case studies, success stories of AI implementation. It's always good to see theory put into practice. So let's look at some real-life success stories of AI in business. Take Amazon, the king of AI in retail. Amazon's recommendation engine is like a personal shopper, using your past behavior to suggest new purchases. Then there's their logistics. They use AI to predict what products will be in demand and where, so they can stock accordingly and ship faster. Another example is Salesforce, which uses AI to help salespeople prioritize leads. Its AI system, Einstein, analyzes the likelihood of a lead converting so sales teams can focus their energy where it's most likely to pay off. Then there's the healthcare sector, where AI is used for everything from predicting patient risks to helping with diagnoses. For instance, there are AI systems that can read medical images, like X-rays and MRIs, and help radiologists spot issues they might miss. And let's not forget about the small players. AI isn't just for the big guys. Small and medium businesses are using AI for everything from setting prices to managing their social media. So wrapping it up, AI in business is a big deal. It's changing the way companies operate, make decisions, and compete. It's not without its challenges, but the potential is huge. Whether you're a startup or a multinational, AI should be on your radar. After all, the businesses that adapt are the ones that thrive, and AI is one adaptation that's here to stay. Module 3, Blockchain, the next business ledger. Welcome to this module on blockchain. You might have heard about blockchain in the context of Bitcoin, but trust me, it's a beast of many tricks. It's like a Swiss Army knife for the digital age. So let's demystify this tech, shall we? Demystifying blockchain technology. All right, so blockchain. What's the big deal? It's often thrown around like some sort of tech voodoo that only the initiated can understand. But here's the thing. It's not that complicated once you break it down. Think of blockchain as a digital ledger, not the kind that collects dust on an accountant's shelf, but one that's distributed across a network of computers, each holding a copy of this ledger. This means that every transaction on this ledger is recorded across this network, creating a remarkably transparent system. What makes blockchain a game changer is that it's decentralized. There's no gatekeeper or overlord with a master key. Instead, transactions are verified by consensus among users in the network. And once a transaction is approved and entered into the ledger, it's locked in, immutable, and tamper-proof. Imagine trying to sneak a change into a book that's being read in a stadium full of hawk-eyed readers. Good luck with that. Blockchain for transparency and security. Now, why should businesses care? 2 words: transparency and security. These are like the bread and butter of blockchain's benefits. With a blockchain, every transaction is out there for the network to see. It's like doing business in a glass house, but in a good way. This transparency builds trust because it's tough to be shady when everyone's watching. And for industries where the authenticity and traceability of products are crucial, like pharmaceuticals or luxury goods, this visibility is a game changer. Then there's security. Since each transaction is verified by multiple participants in the network and then sealed into the blockchain, altering it would require a Herculean effort. You'd have to change not just one ledger, but all copies across the network simultaneously. It's the digital equivalent of breaking into a vault that's guarded by a whole army, basically mission impossible. Smart contracts and decentralized finance, DeFi. Let's talk about smart contracts. These aren't your grandpa's handshakes or the paper contracts sitting in some lawyer's office. Smart contracts are code. They live and run on the blockchain. They automatically execute actions when certain conditions are met, without human intervention. Think vending machines. You put in money and it gives you a snack. But instead of snacks, you get things like payments, shares in a company, or property ownership transferred. This leads us to the darling of the blockchain world right now. Decentralized finance, or DeFi for short. This is finance without the middleman. No banks, no brokers, just you, your assets, and the code. It's like a financial Wild West where the rules are being written in real time. You can borrow, lend, trade, and earn interest directly over blockchain. The transparency and security of blockchain mean that your DeFi dealings are out in the open and pretty tough to mess with. Blockchain in supply chain management. On to supply chains. If you've ever tracked a package online, you've only seen the tip of the iceberg. Beneath the surface, supply chains can be a murky mess of paperwork and processes. But blockchain is changing all that. It allows for tracking goods from factory to shelf in real time. Everyone in the supply chain, manufacturers, shippers, retailers, and even you, can see the journey of the product. This transparency can help root out counterfeits, reduce errors, and even ensure that ethical practices are being followed every step of the way. With blockchain, if a coffee brand claims its beans are sustainably sourced, they can prove it. You could potentially scan a code on the packaging and trace the beans all the way back to the farm where they were grown. Regulatory and legal considerations. With any disruptive technology, there's the thorny issue of regulation. Blockchain's newness means that legal frameworks are still catching up. And because it's global and decentralized, figuring out which laws apply can be a real head-scratcher. Then there's the fact that because blockchains are so secure and transactions irreversible, if something goes awry, it can be hard to set right. That's why some folks are clamoring for regulations to protect users, while others worry that too many rules could stifle innovation. But don't let that spook you. Think of it as growing pains. The internet went through its own rough patch before becoming the backbone of modern life. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour of blockchain and its potential to be the next big thing in business. It's about more than just cryptocurrencies. It's a foundational technology that could reshape our world. Exciting times, right? Let's see where this blockchain road leads us. Module 4, Cryptocurrency Beyond Digital Money. The basics of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency's been making waves for a while now, and it's way more than just digital cash. At its core, it's a form of currency that's digital, encrypted, and decentralized. Unlike the dollar or the euro, there's no central authority that manages and maintains the value of a cryptocurrency. Instead, these tasks are broadly distributed among a cryptocurrency's users via the internet. Now, you might have heard of Bitcoin. It's the first and most famous cryptocurrency that popped up back in 2009. But there are thousands of cryptocurrencies out there, each with its own quirks. They work using a technology called blockchain, a decentralized technology spread across many computers that manages and records transactions. Part of the appeal of this technology is its security. Cryptocurrencies work through a process called mining, which is basically computers working out complex mathematical problems. When they solve them, they process transactions and secure the network, and miners get rewarded with a bit of cryptocurrency. But it's not just about mining. You got wallets to store your crypto, exchanges where you can buy and sell, and a whole economy of goods and services you can purchase with crypto. Cryptocurrency as a business asset. So businesses are looking at crypto and thinking, how can we get in on this action? They're starting to see cryptocurrencies as assets, kind of like stocks or bonds. Companies can use crypto for raising capital through something called an initial coin offering, or ICO, which is like crowdfunding for the crypto world. And there's more. Businesses can also hold cryptocurrencies as part of their investment portfolio, or even accept them as payment for goods and services. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Holding cryptocurrencies comes with risks, like regulatory changes, security issues, and the aforementioned price volatility. Yet some businesses are betting that the potential rewards outweigh the risks. Payment processing and cross-border transactions. One of crypto's big promises is to revolutionize how we handle money online. And let's face it, traditional payment processing can be a hassle with all the fees, paperwork, and time delays. Cryptocurrency can cut through all that, offering faster and often cheaper transactions. Cross-border transactions are especially ripe for a crypto makeover. Right now, sending money abroad can be a pain with exchange rates, processing times, and fees. But crypto doesn't care about borders. It can move value from point A to point B without all those extra steps. This could be huge for businesses that operate internationally. Lower costs, faster payments, more transparency, it's a pretty sweet deal. However, it's not all sorted yet. There's still a lot of work to be done on regulatory fronts and ensuring security is tight. Building trust with crypto security measures. Speaking of security, that's a massive part of crypto's appeal. The blockchain tech behind cryptocurrencies is inherently secure, but it's not invulnerable. As more money pours into the crypto world, it's become a bigger target for the bad guys. To build trust, crypto companies are bulking up their security measures. We're talking about things like two-factor authentication, multi-signature wallets, and cold storage for keeping crypto offline and out of hackers' reach. Businesses that deal with crypto have to reassure their customers that their investments are safe. That means being transparent about security practices and being ready to tackle any security challenges head-on. Future trends in cryptocurrency. As for where crypto's heading, the possibilities are pretty exciting. We're looking at potential advances like stablecoins, which are cryptocurrencies pegged to stable assets like gold or the dollar to reduce volatility. Then there's decentralized finance, or DeFi, which is an entirely new financial system built on blockchain that's open, global, and not controlled by any single entity. There's a lot of buzz about non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, which are unique digital assets that can represent art, collectibles, and even real estate. Plus, we might see national cryptocurrencies issued by governments, which could change the game entirely. So while it's not crystal clear what the future holds, one thing's for sure. Crypto's not just a fad, it's reshaping how we think about and use money. Module 5. Virtual Reality and Augmented Reality in Business. The spectrum of virtual and augmented realities. Virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, used to be the stuff of sci-fi, but now they're becoming business tools. VR immerses users in a completely virtual environment, while AR overlays digital information onto the real world. They're different, sure, but they both offer unique ways to enhance how businesses operate. The spectrum ranges from fully immersive VR to AR, which mixes real-world and digital elements, and mixed reality, MR, which blends the two even more seamlessly. Each has its place in the business world, depending on what you're trying to achieve. VR/AR for training and development. One of the hottest applications for VR and AR is in training and development. Imagine learning how to operate heavy machinery in a completely safe VR environment, or practicing medical procedures without the risk. AR can overlay instructions directly onto equipment or workspaces, making on-the-job training more intuitive and effective. These technologies can simulate real-world scenarios, giving employees a chance to practice without real-world consequences. This kind of hands-on experience can improve learning outcomes and retention, not to mention saving companies a bundle on training costs. Enhancing customer experience with VRR. VR and AR aren't just for the back office. They're transforming customer experiences too. Businesses are using VR to give customers tours of virtual properties or travel experiences from the comfort of their living rooms. Car dealerships let you configure your dream car in AR, seeing how different options look on a real model. Retailers are jumping on the bandwagon too, with virtual fitting rooms and AR apps that let you see how a piece of furniture would look in your living room before you buy it. It's all about giving customers a richer, more interactive experience that bridges the gap between digital and physical. Real estate and retail transformations. Real estate and retail are two industries that are really leveraging VR and AR to the hilt. In real estate, VR tours let potential buyers check out properties without physically being there, which is a game changer, especially during times like the pandemic. And in retail, AR is helping customers try before they buy, which is seriously handy for online shopping. This tech is not just a novelty, it's changing the way these industries operate. The challenges of adopting VR/AR technologies. Now, it's not all smooth sailing. Integrating VR and AR into business operations comes with challenges. The tech can be expensive, and there's a learning curve for both employees and customers. Plus, there's the issue of making sure the hardware can keep up with the software. Nobody likes a glitchy VR experience. There are also questions about accessibility and inclusivity, ensuring that these technologies can be used and enjoyed by as wide a group of people as possible. Despite the challenges, VR and AR are making a splash in the business world. They're not just cool gadgets, they're powerful tools that can revolutionize industries, enhance training, transform customer experiences, and a whole lot more. It's an exciting time, and businesses that embrace these technologies will likely be at the forefront of their industries.